If you offer the customer alternative transportation as opposed to them asking for it, then you'll really increase your satisfaction because you're putting forth the effort.
The dealership that's not doing that looks at his customer and says, gee, I'm sorry you did not buy an extended service contract. I'm sorry your car is down overnight. I do not have a car for you to drive, really has hurt his CSI.
People refer their friends and relatives to us a lot of times strictly on that facet of our business, that they're never without transportation.
We all love our cars, except when they need warranty service. Leaving our vehicles at a dealership can be inconvenient. Buick Courtesy Transportation will change all that. Quality leadership is more than just an honor that Buick holds. It's a responsibility to provide our customers with what they want: good quality products and service after the sale. The Quality Plus programs, like Buick's roadside assistance that makes driving Buicks worry-free, and our 3-year, 36,000-mile new vehicle warranty, are major components of that after-the-sale service. They've made the difference between Buick and the competition today. Customer satisfaction revolves around service, and Buick doesn't intend to stop there. For 1993, Buick offers Courtesy Transportation. Now you can offer them shuttle transportation to any destination within 10 miles for same-day repairs, and Buick will pay for it. For overnight repairs, Buick will reimburse up to $30 for a loaner you provide, a rental arranged through a rental agency, including special rental rates with Enterprise or Alamo rental car agencies, or alternate transportation that the customer arranges, like a cab. The customer only pays for gas. There's no time limit on overnight repairs either, but the vehicle must be inoperable overnight to be eligible. Repairs taking over 5 days require zone or branch authorization. Buick Courtesy Transportation, a sales tool, a loyalty builder, and a customer satisfaction phenomenon. Right now, Buick is enjoying success in the marketplace despite stiff competition and an explosion of nameplates to choose from. All the surveys show that it's Buick quality and service that sells those cars, and Courtesy Transportation will add to that success.
And I just felt when I bought the business that anyone that favored us by purchasing a car from us, if they had a problem early on, that they just should have another vehicle to drive while their car was in for service.
I would think if someone didn't offer courtesy vans, or if they didn't offer rentals, that certainly we would get the sale over someone that didn't offer them. But I think more importantly, I think that is just another step indicating to the customer how far you're willing to go for service. And I think that's what they're looking for.
These dealers have learned firsthand what a powerful customer perk Courtesy Transportation can be. Buick's program will make it possible to offer your customers that perk. Create potential for a dealership rental fleet. Strengthen customer loyalty. Provide a source for premium used cars. And give your customers a chance to sample our new products in a leisurely and convenient way. What do salespeople think about it? Listen to this.
I think it's a factor and part of offering world-class service. And if you have that, and I think the Courtesy Transportation is part of world-class service. Same with having the car done on time, repaired correctly the first time.
With the Courtesy Transportation, we're going to get more people realizing this and saying, hey, look, we go out and buy a new Buick, we're always going to be set, and we're going to be able to enjoy the new Buick. And I think the dealership is going to have return sales and increased sales.
It's nice to see the corporation stepping up and taking part in a joint effort. Customer satisfaction involves the factory, involves the customer and the dealership. It's not just the dealership satisfying the customer.
How does the Courtesy Transportation program work? Buick will reimburse your dealer $5 per customer for one-way transportation up to 10 miles on same-day repairs. For overnight repairs, Buick will reimburse dealers up to $30 a day for a loaner or rental car or alternate transportation like a cab or bus until the vehicle is returned to the customer. Starting with the 1993 models, all repairs covered under the 36-month, 36,000-mile new vehicle warranty are eligible at no extra charge. The program is also available for vehicles requiring repair due to a product recall or a special policy repair. Courtesy transportation is a win-win situation.
A lot of times we have people come back and want to buy the particular car that they've driven, and we will, attempt to sell that car. They say, hey, I'm interested in the dark blue Regal Limited that I just drove as a car loaner.
Matter of fact, it was just a couple weeks ago, I had a lady that came in and that used one of our LeSabres and that purchased a LeSabre because she was so impressed with the car that she drove.
Came back the next day and said, I cannot believe how much more room this car has even than my Park Avenue. And how could we trade? What kind of figures could you put together? It's probably one of the easiest, quickest sales. I don't think the whole, from the time of the sale to the time of delivery was probably less than an hour.
Courtesy transportation adds a valuable convenience for 1993 Buick owners that dealers shouldn't overlook. Your customers won't. In fact, it just might be the clincher in some cases. And the best part? It sells itself.
Because if you have a satisfied customer out there, the repeat and referral business that you'll get from that specific customer is better than any advertising you can pay for.
People rely on their automobiles so much now that so many families are two workers in the family, and even on the other turn of the spectrum, single parents that just have to have an automobile at their disposal 24 hours a day.
What will your customers think of courtesy transportation?
It's really fantastic because otherwise you have to sit in the customer lounge sometimes for 2-3 hours, and if you're really busy, you have to call people to come pick you up, and it's a real hassle for everybody.
Many people don't have transportation other than their friends and loved ones who are at work, and it costs money to get them off, to get them here and back and forth. It takes a couple of hours in just transportation. So I think the courtesy van would make a decent decision in my mind to help buy a new car.
I think it'll give them a chance to drive different vehicles and try different vehicles, and I think that'll help sales. I really do.
So, who will benefit from Buick's courtesy transportation program?
Customers benefit, your sales departments benefit because they can certainly use that as a plus in dealing with our dealership. The service department is a benefit to them because now they can offer the customer an alternative to sitting in our customer lounge.
The customer, and then through the customer, the dealership or General Motors themselves is going to benefit because it's just going to be more of a turn and more of a turn for new purchasees.
Buick Courtesy Transportation is a major new selling tool that will build customer trust and loyalty. It's value added that's concrete and that your customers will appreciate. It's a way to get past buyers to test drive the new models. It's a source of premium used cars and an incentive to maintain your own rental fleet. With Courtesy Transportation, Buick dealers will be reimbursed $5 per customer for one-way transportation up to 10 miles on same-day repairs. Dealers will be reimbursed up to $30 a day for a loaner supplied by dealer fleet or a rental car. Cab service can be utilized in lieu of a rental car. Review your Courtesy Transportation Sales and Service Guide to learn the eligibility limits, documentation, and age requirements so you can accurately tell your customers about it. And keep your Courtesy Transportation Sales Service reference cards handy. Buick Courtesy Transportation. It'll help sell cars and bring people back for convenient service.
They're pretty, 99% of them are very, very happy with it. Some of them, they aren't always pleased. They want their vehicle, but they're always very happy to have something to drive.
I'd say most people expect it. We've had it for so long that most people come in and say, well, can I have a car? They call me in advance and say, well, set up a vehicle. I would say that's about my answer. Most people expect it anymore.
Customers love courtesy transportation. Surprisingly, it's a convenience that many competitors neglect. But you'll be able to take advantage of it with Buick's 1993 models. By simply telling your eligible customers about the program, you'll reaffirm our commitment to their satisfaction. Now you can offer them shuttle transportation to any destination within 10 miles for same-day repairs, and Buick will pay for it. For overnight repairs, Buick will reimburse up to $30 for a loaner you provide, a rental arranged through a rental agency, or alternate transportation that the customer arranges, like a cab. The customer only pays for gas. There's no time limit on overnight repairs either, but the vehicle must be inoperable overnight to be eligible. Repairs taking over 5 days require zone or branch authorization. Buick Courtesy Transportation is the kind of service we all want. How do you think your customers will react when you tell them about it?
A lot of people say that's one of the main reasons they've been doing business with us is because they're not inconvenienced as much as being without their car is a problem, but when you have something to get them to work, then that pays off for them.
It's very convenient right here in the neighborhood. You know, it's not too far away. You know, friendly customer service, you know, the courtesy van, you know, there to be able to help us in time of need.
I have things I need to do. If I'm not working that particular day, I have errands to run and I really need to get around, and a loaner car would be fantastic.
All retail-owned 1993 model Buicks covered under our 36-month, 36,000-mile new vehicle warranty are eligible for the program, along with vehicles requiring recall or special policy repair. Customer satisfaction. That's what this comprehensive program is aimed at. It's a way you can positively affect your customers and bring them back for warranty service. You might even see some additional sales through the strength of the loaner you arrange.
I've had other people come back and say, well, I should like to buy a car like that. How much that car cost? And he asked me some questions on it. So I had him talking to the salesman, and he bought a brand new Rego.
People will just say, you know, can I get a deal on that car? You know, I see it's got some miles on it, and turn them over to a salesman, and it does pan out in some car deals that way because they get a feel for the car.
People will say, is this car available? How much is this car? And we'll call a salesman, get somebody up there to tell them what their car is worth and how much it would be towards the vehicle that they're driving.
I've had a few people, matter of fact, I've had 2 customers drive the rental in and say, I like this, let's buy it, you know. They've had other cars that were, you know, kind of shaky, and they decided to buy the rental car. They liked it. It is a good sales idea. Sold a lot of Centuries that way.
Those same loaners become a good source of quality used cars that you know are reliable because you service them. And with Buick reimbursement, the notion of owning a rental fleet becomes very attractive as well, especially when every car you rent or loan becomes a customer test drive. Want to hear more thanks from your customers? Study your Buick Courtesy Transportation Sales and Service Guide and learn all about the Buick Courtesy Transportation Program. Know the eligibilities, minor limitations, and age considerations so you can accurately offer this service to your customers. And keep the sales service reference guides handy. Your customers will thank you for it again and again.
And people do not, in today's day and age, have time to leave their vehicles or to set in the dealership, or they need something to drive. Most people drop their vehicles off or on their way to work. So yes, I would say it's very important, and it plays hand in hand with customer satisfaction.
It'll just speed the process along and help everybody make a smoother operating business, as well as keeping customers a lot happier.
It's a good way to show the customer what's available. We have a complete range of Buicks that we use, LeSabres, Skylarks, Centuries, and a lot of people will come back and say, boy, what a car, you know, maybe I ought to be thinking about something, upgrade myself a little bit after they drive one of the daily rental cars.
The Buick Courtesy Transportation Program takes customer satisfaction to new levels. It shows on a one-to-one level how important we think our customers are and maintains our leadership role in the industry. It provides opportunities to the dealer through a rental fleet. It's a source of quality used cars and a stable of demonstrators that sell every time you loan one out. It'll bring service customers back and just might be the clincher for those hard-to-satisfy customers. Someday, all new car dealers may offer this service, but you can do it now. Take the lead with Buick Courtesy Transportation. Use it in the spirit it was designed for, and you'll see a positive difference in sales, service, and customer satisfaction.
I can't tell you honestly anything that's going to be more important to car dealerships, to Buick dealerships across the country.
Bottom line is, in today's automotive business, if you want to keep your dealership, you must have customer satisfaction. Absolute must.